welcome to Not Just Any RPG. We're back once again playing Call of Cthulhu, Masks of Nyarlathotep. We are not nearing the end, but we're getting closer. With me, I have, unfortunately, a smaller crew for what I think is going to be the climax for Kenya. Dieudonné DuPont, played by Justin. Florence Elsner, played by... Florence Elsner Merrick, played by Emma N. Merrick's her last name, right? That's not a mistake.
It's Florence Merrick Elsner.
Oh, it's her middle name.
Hyphenated.
Gotcha.
No,
hyphenated. No. Okay.
Hyphenated.
Right.
Her husband's name is
name was
Elsner.
hard.
The last name is.
Sam Starwood, played by Anthony, and Moses Franklin, played by Gavin. So, where we last left our crew, or actually, I have to say thank you real quick. Thank you to Syrinscape for letting us use the sounds and the ambiance and the music. If you have a if you have a campaign of your own in any system, please check out Syrinscape. Really good immersive tool for your players. And then also thank you to Milo Paulus for the theme song that you heard just before. We last left our players in a sticky situation, but first we have a recap from Moses Franklin.
Alright, so this is Moses Franklin just sort of reflecting to himself in his own mind, not necessarily like writing to anybody, it's just him thinking his own thoughts here. So, ever since joining the group that Jack left behind, I've grown more curious and confused than I've ever been in the past. With Sam and Sir Godfrey being the only remaining survivors of Jack's investigation group that we know of, it is certainly interesting to meet the new faces that are either related to or connected to the members that are either barely alive or have died many days ago. It took me a little time to warm up to the group, but now that I've had time to learn the tendencies, strengths, and weaknesses of each person, I feel more comfortable confronting them. While I'm happy we were able to get a guide to show us the path up to the mountain to these cultists, I'm still mad at myself for not doing more to contribute to the group, while Florence, as sweet as a woman as she is, fails to understand the proper social etiquette as we get forced out of a tea shop that could have given us vital information. Either way, I'm satisfied that I took that as a learning opportunity to help us get to the Nandi tribe and talk with their leader with the help of a translator. My expectations of them were totally flipped upside down as they treated us with great hospitality and were a very friendly group of people. Even if they were unable to give us much of the information that we still feel that we're missing. With that in mind, Sam decided against going with us to meet the Nandi tribe, insisting that he had more important business to deal with. From what I remember Jack telling me, Sam is quite an interesting fellow, and I continue to worry about the various schemes that he may or may not be up to. Oh well, we're not dead yet, and I hope we can keep it that way. Off to the mountain we go, where we hope to find some answers about the missing members of our group, outside of Jack, who, rest in peace his soul, has already been found dead due to some unfortunate luck and curse put upon him by this cursed land.
Alright. So we last left our characters. They were our protagonists, our investigators. They were not wandering through the forest, but being led through the forest, and they got this eerie feeling that something was following them. Someone was following them. They look around. You don't see anything. What do you do?
Do you guys feel like you're being followed? I say it in French accent.
The feeling of the area seems unsettling, but I don't know how else to describe it.
I'm used to being unsettled.
I'm French. I'm used to this.
It's a strange, eerie feeling. I do feel as if something's following us in a way. Maybe that's just made up in my head.
Yeah, I feel like this is just, maybe we're not used to the outside, so maybe we could still venture forward. I assure that God will be on our side and guide us through this and make sure that we do not get hurt in any way possible, way, shape, or form. We'll get through this. Have faith.
As I heard him say that, I kind of pause and listen a bit. Do I hear anything strange?
Roll a listen check.
Okay, then. I need to get the proper... Right? Is that the right one? Okay.
Still reaching. Flipping through my Bible for the right passage.
Success.
Whoa.
You hear...
But it was a normal success.
You hear a branch snap off in the brush to your left.
I follow the sound.
Mary,
You're just gonna walk towards it. Okay.
Oh,
Where
wait.
are you going?
Guys, wait. Guys, I heard a branch snap. I think I should
Are you
investigate.
metagaming right now?
And
I feel like it's a bit metagaming.
that's a bit metagamey.
No, you have to walk
Well,
through.
I would suppose that they'd probably see me walk off, so I'm not being stealthy.
As you walk towards the edge of the forest, someone jumps out at you and tries to attack you.
Elsner!
Go ahead and roll dodge or fight back.
Okay, I'll dodge.
You guys fought it before?
Success.
I failed, so there's that.
Nice.
All right, so
Can I punch it?
I just to make this easier on me, because I don't track the turns by individuals. All of them are now going to jump out at you guys.
All of them? How many?
Yeah.
All of them.
We'll find out. Another one, or well, you'll find out. Another one jumps out on the other side.
It's 2 right now.
Dieudonné, what do you think about possibly rolling a dodge or a fight back or something like that?
Well, I'm rolling dodge because I am old and I am not a fighter. I'm a lover. So, dodge, here we go. I fail.
All right.
Yeah.
They also failed as this one comes out of the brush and takes... You see a spear out of the corner of your eye kind of come towards you, and you take a step back, but it doesn't seem like the spear was even going to get close enough to you to really do any damage. A third comes out of the brush kind of further back from where you guys came from, and he knocks an arrow in his bow, and he lets it go at Moses.
Do I get opportunity to roll dodge? Or is it too fast?
I was gonna say yes for the bow. I failed though, so honestly, just
Doesn't matter.
we'll
Okay.
just keep going. I'm rolling bad now, but wait until the climax starts.
That's the worst part is that this isn't even the climax.
The human, your turns. Immediately, you see. One or more of you might see Reginald. He kind of jumps down into the underbrush. He has his gun out and he's just kind of sitting and waiting. And then you look over at Godfrey, and he passes out. He's out like a light.
Oh no.
So I'll run over to Godfrey and I'll try and get him in a safe place.
Okay.
Aw.
You're gonna pull him into the brush.
Pull him into the brush.
All right.
Oh.
What's everyone else gonna do with their turn?
Stay
Well,
alive.
are those
Good
all the
dodge.
people?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 3. Well, how close is the one that came at me to me?
He just swung at you with a club,
Okay.
so he's
Oh,
right in front of you.
He's right in front of me.
Want to team up on this one guy?
So I got a decent punch swing.
Okay.
Can I right hook that man in the face?
Sure you can. Roll brawl.
Oh, got you. Success, like
I rolled-
on the dot.
A 92. So,
Sure.
Almost fumble.
I believe brawl is a D3 plus your damage bonus.
Good golly,
D3
Elsner.
plus damage bonus. I don't think I have any damage bonus.
So then it's just a D3.
How do you determine damage bonus?
I think that's determined whenever you make your
Rank
character.
plus
Yeah,
size, and then you have to be in a certain range.
Yeah, it's like a table.
Oh.
But it would have been calculated when you made your character.
Oh, well. Okay, you said a D3.
Yes.
So, 2. I rolled a 2.
A two.
Nice.
Not the best thing you can roll. Not the worst thing you can roll. 2.
Well, did you roll a 2 at did you already do the calculation, or did you roll a 2 on a D6?
No, I rolled a 4 on a D6.
Okay, cool.
So I did.
Just make it. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay. Next person, who wants to go?
Well, let's see. Can I attack the same person that Elsner attacked? Just like, just take it down? Or is there someone right in front of me? Let's take out the guy in front of me, actually.
Oh yeah, the guy that just tried to stab you with a spear. Yeah, maybe him.
Yeah. All right. God, please forgive me for what I'm about to do. I got a 25 in brawl, so this is not gonna go well. I actually passed 22.
Nice.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to actually roll dodge. I passed as well. So you take a swing, and this guy, he just like easily kind of ducks under.
Yeah, I guess I need to attack. I'll probably attack the archer.
Okay.
If I can
so
see
you're
him.
gonna charge the archer.
Yeah.
I'll say he's close enough that you could probably reach him in one turn.
I got an extreme.
Okay. Well, let's see if he rolls an extreme. He does not.
Okay. So for an extreme, it's your base damage plus a roll, right?
Yes.
Or is that only for crit?
So, for an extreme, if it's a piercing weapon, which I believe yours is, then it's max damage plus an additional damage die.
Okay, so 8 plus 2, 10.
Okay. The guy with the bow. You run at him and you stab this into him, and he just collapses, like he's done. All right.
Okay.
I believe that's everyone, right? So now we are going to go back to their turns. Merrick, you're getting swung at with a club.
Can I dodge?
Yes,
Normal success.
I failed.
Anyway.
Dieudonné. Spear time.
Okay, dodge time. Let's go. I got it. I passed. Is that that is a hard success.
I failed. So
Just Neo the Matrix.
Emma
Here's-
switched out.
What are these rolls?
Emma switched out my dice on me, I guess. She got dice that looked exactly the same, but they're actually weighted for sure. That's what's going on.
They're weighted in like the 90s and the
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's a bad luck charm.
All right, your guys' turns because the two of them that survived missed.
Is there like a bush I can hide behind?
Well, you are right in front of this guy. He'll definitely see you dive into a bush.
Oh no, I just want to do that so I can get like, because I have a rifle, right? I want to be able to.
Oh yeah.
Can't really like if you're right in front of someone, it's hard to shoot them with a rifle.
Yeah. Well, so in this game, the way that guns work is you get a penalty die when you're right next to someone, but you also get a bonus die when you're shooting someone point blank, so they cancel each other out. So you could totally shoot him with a rifle if you want.
Yeah, I want to try to shoot him with a rifle.
I object to this. No.
Let's go. I rolled 24 out of 25.
All right.
Florence, what do you do with that gun?
Yeah, I mean that's that. Roll damage.
What's the damage roll for that again? I feel like I should know this by now.
Yeah, it should be on your sheet.
Well, this is a more recent endeavor.
Oh, it was the one at the guy's house at the hunting cabin or whatever.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 2?
2d6.
Yeah, something like that. It was really good.
2d6.
2d6 plus 4.
Holy.
Wait, elephant? The elephant gun?
No, she didn't pick up an elephant gun. She picked up one of the rifles. I think it was a lead in the field.
Okay.
It's 9.
9.
In total, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you just shoot this guy point blank in the chest and he goes down.
Florence, no! You don't have to kill him.
Dieudonné, what do you want to do? There's this guy, he's standing next to you, he's whiffed twice with a spear.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to, third time's a charm. I'm gonna brawl.
Alright.
Tackle him. Even though I'm horrified of what Florence just did. I actually passed that again with a 20.
So, are you trying to tackle him, or are you trying to just straight up attack him? Brawl him?
Because
one would be a maneuver, the other one would be an attack. Yeah.
Yeah, attack, because...
Okay,
great.
he also succeeded, so... So, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Who hasn't gone yet?
I haven't gone yet.
Go ahead. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and let's see. So there's one still attacking Sam, and then one still attacking.
There's one still attacking me.
Oh, okay. So there's only
There's one left.
Dieudonné. Dieudonné. My apologies.
Don't apologize to French people.
That's true. Can I, is there a rock, like a little pebble or something nearby that I can just...
It's like Samson and Goliath style.
Just attention.
Okay, sure. Sure, you're gonna throw a pebble at him, a little rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is in the Bible.
I guess I could roll throw just in case it maybe hits him,
Yeah.
but it's not the intention. Per
If
se,
you get a
it's just
1,
his
it
intention.
kills him.
I failed anyway, but it wasn't a crit fail or whatever.
So you're just trying to get his attention?
Just trying to get his attention.
Sure, he looks over at you, briefly. He's not... You threw a pebble at him, he's not gonna look for too long, but... You threw something at him, and he looked over there.
Why did you throw that pebble?
Yeah.
That was a pebble.
Trying to catch his attention to distract him. Can I do something else, or is that it?
That would kind of be a maneuver, so no.
Yeah.
It's called the bare minimum.
That's fine. I was just curious.
Okay. Sam?
Oh yeah. Can I reach the guy?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do the stabby stab. I will get a normal success.
Alright. They got a hard success dodge.
Nice. Good for them.
Rooting for the enemy team.
Okay.
What a good sportsman.
I don't want to kill them.
Alright, well, it's their turn now, and, is a pebble enough for him to stop trying to stab Dieudonné? I don't think so. I just don't. Like, he's right in front of him and you threw a rock at him. Alright, Dieudonné.
I tried.
Dodge time.
Yeah. Normal success.
Normal success.
Alright. Well, he
Right, this is
missed
like-
again.
This is a game. This is a really boring game of like ping pong right now.
I'm pretty sure the ones where you go back and forth are the exciting ones. Oh, I guess missing. Whatever.
Yeah.
Your guys' turn. What do you guys want to just gang up on this guy? Just surround
Yeah,
him?
can I
and, like-
shoot him?
Guys,
Okay,
I'm getting
sure.
really bored here.
Fumble.
I want
Just slide the dice.
was it firearms? I failed
Yeah.
it. But I
Okay.
didn't fumble.
Okay.
Who
Sorry,
else wants to
we'll
take a
out.
shot at this guy?
Okay, let me destroy him. Oh, just another normal success.
He failed.
Okay. Come on, let's roll 1 damage. No, I got 5.
Okay. He's still kicking.
I guess I can
Don't kill
try.
him! Don't kill him! No.
Do you
Let
want
me
to die?
I mean, I don't want to kill.
Can you let me finish what I was gonna say? I'm gonna run over and I'm just gonna try and like
Throw a bevel.
tackle him to the ground, just try and get him
Okay.
under control.
Roll brawl. And he's gonna have to fight back on this one. He
I failed, so
Well, then you guys grapple for a second. He kind of like shoves you off.
Should've stuck with the
Dieudonné,
bevel.
last one.
All right. Here we go. Let's slap him, or attack him.
You take your Bible and you.
Yeah. All right. I made it. I only have a 25 in brawl, and I made it every single time. And I failed.
Well,
This guy's a fighter.
it's his turn. Stab at
I don't like the
Dieudonné
hesitation.
fails.
Okay.
Holy shit. There's...
Well, I'm just gonna take
It's
him
cool.
out before y'all.
I'm getting him out of the way now. And then when Nyarlathotep comes down from the sky, he's just gonna roll nothing but ones. That's how this is gonna go.
and then his friend Cthulhu is just gonna come down as well, and then just like strike
Yeah,
us with
I
like
got you,
he's-
bro. I got
He's
you.
gonna roll a 1 on persuasion to get Cthulhu to come help.
yeah, exactly.
Let's
We're
go.
best friends. Can I try to like...
I
Charge at
think
this dude?
Sam. I think Sam.
I got a
does.
hard success.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
failed.
letting y'all do the peaceful option. Okay, I
I
rolled an
did try to
8.
shoot him.
Okay, he's dead,
Nice.
Yeah.
and it's
Oh my-
quiet in the forest again.
Oh,
That...
did you just
What
kill
the
him?
hell was that?
Florence, did you just kill him?
Reginald stands up.
Is
and
this
he
your
brushes-
first time?
brushes
You were
himself
gonna
off.
die.
But it's human life. That was a.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was a.
You get used to it.
yeah. It runs in the Merrick family.
Reginald picks up Godfrey and kind of like
I run over to help him with Godfrey.
he puts
Just
one
shouting
arm on one of Godfrey's arms across his shoulders, and he's like holding him up, and he's like, "We gotta get a move on."
There goes our firepower.
They
I
either
agree.
know we're coming now, or if they don't, I think this is still a bad sign.
Can I check the bodies and see if there's anything, like, on them that might be helpful or, like, useful
Wow, looting bodies.
to take? Yeah.
Let's steal
no,
like.
just like the club, the spear, and the bow. Nothing like.
Okay.
Valuable? Any money?
Not really. No.
There's
I-
no, like...
Do the bodies have any gold pieces on them?
All right,
No,
well, let's get.
No,
Let's
they
get
have like cult paraphernalia. Like they have like red long red strands. They've either tied around their heads or their necks.
Yeah.
Similar to, if you remember, the guys who were leaving Elias's
They left the
apartment
red threads!
in New York. But yeah, besides cult paraphernalia and their weapons, they don't really have much.
Okay. All right.
Alright,
Then
well, let's get a
I agree
move
with
on.
Reginald. Yeah.
So I help Reginald with Godfrey, and we keep going.
Okay.
Did they leave any weapons with us? Or
Well, there was a spear, a club, and a bow and arrow.
oh, I was talking about Reginald and God.
Oh.
Reginald has his guns, but I mean, if you ask him about why he dove in the brush, he says that he may have an unborn child to find and his wife, so he thinks for their sake he needs to ensure that he's alive.
Oh.
And then Godfrey has a gun. He brought one of his rifles, not the elephant gun, but the other one, which I don't know if he'd mind if you used it, but
I mean, he's
but
not
it's
there.
there.
Well, I feel like these call for desperate measures. Let's break the seventh commandment. Let's take that gun.
Okay.
Okay.
This is some interesting character development by Dieudonné DuPont.
Yes, it is.
It's just the start of the Church of the Bloody Tongue.
The inverse,
Oh.
the reverse redemption arc for Dieudonné.
Corruption.
Yes.
The corruption arc.
Alright. Also,
Alright.
what was our guide doing the whole time? Was he also just hiding?
Yeah, he was. Like, he's lived in this region his whole life, and you do not mess with the cult of the Bloody Tongue. He was not looking to get spotted with you guys.
But is he still with us, or?
Yes, he's with you. He was hiding.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys walk, you camp for the night. Eventually, Godfrey comes to, but he's not. He seems exhausted. Like he's not all there physically. He's not ready for this moment.
When is he ever?
You guys get set up for camp for the night, and the night passes peacefully. You get up in the morning, you head out again. It seems like this forest is never ending. For a region, you all know it better for the safaris and the in other parts of Africa, the desert. This is forest, just normal forest, and it seems to go on forever, much longer than you would expect. After a while, on the second day, you see the mountain that you're approaching looming in the distance in this light fog that has surrounded you ever since you first stepped into this region. You camp for the night on the second day, and when you awake on the third day, your guide tells you, we will get to the mountain this evening, and then I will leave you. Follow this road back, and you will at least be able to find your way out of the forest, and then from there you can find your way back to Nairobi. Shouldn't be too difficult as long as you come out on the right side of the forest. Which, good luck to you all. If in case something happens and I have to leave sooner than I thought, and then he begins leading you on your final day. By the time the evening rolls around, the sun is just beginning to crest the horizon line. You have about reached a clearing where near to the mountain, and he kind of stops and he looks around at all of you and he goes, you should probably get set up back here. We'll walk back another 5 minutes, get set up, plan whatever you need to plan, and this is it. You can see that there's a path up to I'm very sorry, guys. You actually are not supposed to go there yet. You're supposed to go to Ndovu. I actually told you that and just forgot. Ooh. My bad.
Retcon.
Rewind.
Reversed.
So on the third day, you actually reach the village of Ndovu. It's more like afternoon. I just wasted that description. Cool. But you reach the village of Ndovu. This is a small village, but it's got some markers that you might recognize in that these people are it seems like these people are living the life that those other tribes you've seen are, and if they're anything like those other tribes, they should be happier than the people that you've seen in the cities generally. But these people are not. They are going about their daily chores. There are some children playing, but these people, there's something off about them. They don't seem to be quite as fulfilled and happy to be living life as those other two tribes you walked into did. Your guide looks to all of you and he says, this is the village of Ndovu. They were the closest to the Carlisle expedition slaughter. You could go visit that if you'd like, but we should stay the night here. Feel free to talk to any of these people. I've already... I'm about to go inform them that we'll be staying nearby, but we'll be of no trouble.
What language do they speak?
I'll say, I'm just gonna say Swahili for now.
Godfrey, no.
As our guide, would he be able? Can he translate, like in the conversation?
Some of I'll just say Godfrey is able to follow you around and translate for you.
Okay.
Phase Godfrey.
Thanks.
So, you said that the people of this village, they were closer to the Carlisle disappearance?
Well, yes, it was nearby.
Okay.
We go look at it.
Yes.
While they go look at, or I would also like to speak to some of the people and ask some, just few questions.
I will also say it is in the direction of the mountain, generally. So, you guys could just take a slightly different path to get to the mountain and stop there on the way out, and then you all could look at it. Because it is a bit of travel, but it's not. It's pretty close. You would be able to just do that if you wanted to. But you could also do it on the way to the mountain, on the way out of this village.
I'd say we just do that. Makes more sense. That way we can all get the same information.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then what did you want to do, Emma? Or what? Florence?
I wanted to go talk to some people in the village, see if they know anything more about the Carlyles, or if they knew anything of what was going on nearby in the area where they disappeared, or if they saw anything.
If they saw anything related to the Carlisle expedition?
That and their disappearance.
You talk to a few people, they don't seem to know much of anything about the Carlyles. Just that some tribesmen from the region got blamed for it.
Do they know of any other people that may also disappear if they wander off too far towards the mountain?
You aren't able to get this out of everyone, but probably one person you speak to does let you know that around here, about or a little bit more than a dozen men, women, and children have been disappearing the past few weeks. But nobody's really been searching for them because they fear that the Cult of the Bloody Tongue has sealed their fates. Those dozen some odd people.
Do they know of anyone that has been able to go to the mountain and come back?
They don't know many people who come back. One of them says that the Mountain of the Black Wind is an evil place filled with dark magic and monsters. During a lightning storm, you can see lightning strike the tip of the mountain. They also... Someone else claims that many foreign travelers recently have been passing through this area heading for the mountain. They usually give them a wide berth because there's the taint of blood upon them, is what one person says.
A wide berth?
Yes, so they avoid them.
Oh, they avoid the foreigners?
Yes, BERTH, berth.
Oh, okay. 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 So they do know that there have been people that have come back, or was that like they avoid them because they know they're going to danger?
They know they avoid them because the words that the person who says that, the exact words they use is that they have the taint of blood upon them.
That suggests that they're not good people.
There's another story about a sorceress Mweru who cursed the great magician of another village because he mocked her power. He is bald and blind and babbles like a child now.
So he mocked someone's power.
Because he mocked a supposed sorceress named Mweru's power. M'WERU.
Okay. Would she happen to have any relation to the people of the mountain, or is she around?
She is a leader of the cult of the Bloody Tongue.
Okay. What's her name again? How do you spell it?
Mweru, M apostrophe W-E-R-U.
E-R. Yeah. Okay. Have they ever been able to contact the man that like mocked her and then became,
Have they ever what with the man?
like talk to him or tried to communicate with him?
They have not personally. This is a man from another village, but he
Okay.
supposedly you can't really talk to him anymore because he babbles like a child.
Okay.
That's a little bit spooky, because I know
Yeah.
we don't really have a way to stop someone from doing that to us if we go up there.
I don't want that to happen to us.
Why
So
not?
wait, to clarify, he went up to the mountain, or he just met her and mocked her?
He mocked her, and the story they tell is unclear whether word got to her or whether he mocked her to her face, but he mocked her power essentially, and she supposedly cursed him.
Okay.
Okay, so just respect the woman's power. That's the key.
It's just like, it's okay. Okay. Great. Do they have any advice, like, for how to go about nearing the mountain?
Don't.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere near the mountain.
Got it. Okay, cool. Do they know of any weaknesses of the cult? They're so close.
No, don't. Just don't go near them.
Okay. Solid.
It's a bad
Love that.
idea.
Yeah.
What if we just take their advice and just like leave and leave
Yeah.
Reginald here to die alone?
It's like, have fun finding your wife.
Yeah. Good luck.
Alright. Well, I am so thankful for these questions. Guys, do you have any?
I think I would have been
Curiosities?
setting up camp while you went off to do that or something.
Okay. Did anybody go with me while I was asking questions? Or if you didn't, I could just, like, relay this to you guys.
Yeah, I would just relay it. I was
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
helping Moses set up camp.
Okay.
Just preaching to everybody as well.
Great. Well, I tell them that I appreciate their kindness and information.
I was finding flies for my chameleon.
Fair enough.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty then. Yep.
So, you guys hunker down for the night. As you've gotten closer to the mountain, there has been some unease that's set in. Maybe maybe they're just nerves. Maybe you're just nervous about. You know what happens now when you go into the belly of the beast and see what these cults are really up to. You've done it a few times now. It's never good. So maybe this is just nerves, but maybe there's something more to it. Maybe you're being affected by something close to the mountain. That thought crosses your mind, and then some of you maybe shrug it off as ridiculous. Some of you might hold on to it. But regardless, you're still able to get a decent amount of sleep this night. And we are back on track in the morning, unless any of you wanted to ask anything of the village members before you left.
Nope.
All right. You say goodbye to anybody, to to everybody, and you head off towards the. When you asked around about them to see exactly what direction they're in from this village, they just called it the corrupt ground. But they knew what you were talking about, and they pointed you in kind of a... They pointed you in the right direction for the massacre that happened. You walk towards it. As you get close to a wide pass in this hill range, it's kind of become this like you're getting into a more mountainous region. So you're walking through these hills, and you come through this pass between these large one large cliff face and one large hill on your other side. The air all of a sudden becomes clear, and you feel almost exhilarated. You've been told that the Carlisle expedition, the members of it were killed in a meadow in this mountain. A beautiful meadow, but it is now blackened, as if someone has seared it with a cast iron pan. There are animal trails as you approach this area, but all of a sudden, in other places they've been spread out enough. But now all of a sudden, they all have kind of clumped together, these trails, and are going around the blackened area. As you get closer to where it might be, this underbrush in this area has begun to take these strange... deformed formations that you haven't seen anywhere else in the region, and you kind of
like
have to
in real time.
What?
They're changing like form, like in front of us.
No. They're just.
Oh.
Yeah. No, they're just deformed, and it's still strange. You haven't seen anything like this in the region. They seem to be different colors. And you have to hack through them. It's become so thick that you have to like hack through this brush to get into the area. Once you're there, you begin to feel the soil under your feet begin to get squishy, and now no longer is there any plant life. Nothing is growing from this soil. There's a foul odor that hangs over everything here. What's everyone's POWs?
65.
Ooh. 70.
70.
Mine's also 65.
All right, never mind.
Smelt it, you built them?
This... Now, most of the body parts have been cleaned away, but there's this sense of foreboding you get this awful feeling here, and it doesn't feel right. None of this feels right, from the atmosphere and the air around you to the soil to the plants and the lack of plants in some parts.
I don't like this area. It doesn't set right with me at all.
I agree, but it's we gotta continue on if we're gonna find any answers that we've been searching for the past week or so.
I'm not one to insult God's beautiful earth, but I agree with all of you. This place is creeping me out.
Father Dieudonné, I don't know if this would be still considered God's land. It may be more of Satan's realm at this point.
Okay. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't. We're not here for heresy. I will not have any heresy in this group.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I offended you.
Forgiven.
Maybe a little heresy.
Sam is not sorry, on the other hand.
I forgive
I
you.
feel no remorse.
I forgive you.
So, you said that most of the body parts had been cleaned away, but am I able to see, like, anything, like remnants of the body?
I just meant that, like, the body probably all the bodies probably would have been cleaned away at this point. It's several years after the actual massacre itself. So probably not. Essentially.
Okay.
So if we look around, is there anything we see that's interesting?
Familiar.
I mean, you can roll biology, geology, or natural world
I'll roll a natural world.
as you look around.
Okay.
Let's go. Natural world. 10. Only 10 in that.
How much do I have in there? Yeah, no, I did not.
Where are the biologists, guys?
I don't have anything in biology. Is there even a thing as
I feel like every time I
it's-
roll
it's
this,
under
I fumble.
science?
I got a
I'm trying
96.
to roll.
This
No!
Listen, Sam. This is totally a natural occurrence in the world. This happens sometimes. You actually think, like, the deformed underbrush might be edible. It might be really nice to have to eat. You're not sure if you're not really sure about it, but you think you've heard something about how the underbrush in these kinds of places is typically a really nice meal.
Okay. So after recalling my biology knowledge, I start scooping some of the underbrush and putting it in my backpack to save for later.
I'm just imagining him dying as soon as he eats it. Takes a bite. Dies instantly.
I think
What do you
I
think?
think we have to walk closer in the meadow, or it's not really a meadow, like walk inwards to the center. I feel like there might be a bigger feeling there. I don't know. Investigate the grounds of which they disappeared.
Feeling? This just seems like New Jersey. Yeah, let's walk towards the middle. Nothing here.
You get in the middle and you're
Oh my
like,
God.
wow, this is like being in the middle of New Jersey.
New Jersey, what a awful place.
You make your way towards the middle. It's about the same feeling that you get.
Okay. All right.
I'm I'm still feeling a bit uncomfortable, guys. My brothers and sisters, or
Well,
brother and sister.
I think we still need to continue on
Yeah,
in
I can't.
search of the missing bodies.
Mhm.
Princeton. Princeton.
Yeah,
I will not let
Starwood would be one of them.
I do not want to let him down.
Then let's
I don't think
continue on,
there's
shall we?
anything else much here, and it's making me scared.
The rent must be really low here.
I'm sure it is, Sam. I'm sure you could live here for free if you wanted to.
I'm sure
doubt
they would
that.
pay you to live here.
Okay.
Onward we go.
Alrighty. Onwards.
Let's keep
All
going.
right. You walk for another few hours, having to set up camp after a while. But as you're setting up camp, you begin to notice that the trees have started to thin out. The forest here isn't as thick. You wake up the next morning, you make your way further along. The mountain coming ever closer, and by the evening, on this, I think this was the 5th day. By this evening, you have gotten near enough to the mountain of the black wind that your guide turns to you, and he says, "This is where I must leave you. You can follow this path back to Ndovu. I've worked something out with them that they'll help you return home. Good luck to all of you, and I hope you find what you're looking for."
I don't get to say this often, but God bless you.
Thank you for all your help
You as well.
along our journey, sir. We greatly
Thank you.
appreciate it.
You have a cool name.
Sam Mariga.
If that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
I forgot.
Well, good luck to all of you. I hope to see you again sometime, although I don't think I will.
Thank you for the confidence.
It's not you. It's
It's me.
not many people come in contact with the cult of the Bloody Tongue and come back. So
May we be the exception to the rule. I will laugh in
that
your
is
face.
what I'm hoping for. Okay, well, goodbye now.
That was
Take it.
quite rude, Father.
I know, I take it all back. The God bless you part. Yeah, I went there. Getting really angry, dealing
Okay.
with all these people that are not helping us and have no faith.
Except he helped us
a great
get
amount.
here.
Oh, okay.
It was very
It was
helpful.
all undone with that last comment.
Very
Okay.
ungrateful of you, Father.
He could have done more.
Yeah, he could have gone with us all the way, but
Should we discuss how we enter this mountain, or maybe we should scout it out first?
scouting it out.
Yeah, we could look around, see if there's any back trails or anything like that.
Hmm.
Well, I have a salad to make.
Oh, salad. I
Yeah.
know that you're so healthy, Sam Starwood.
No, I found. So I took a naturalist class back in junior high, and
Oh,
well, I found some really nice. I gathered some really nice plants that are edible.
Well, let's see him then.
pardon my
Pull-
French, but I didn't take you as such
I
a
pulled the
connoisseur.
undergrowth out of my backpack.
Oh,
Damn! That we have no idea what kind of plants those are.
what is that?
Well, he does, though.
Yeah,
He knows more than us, technically.
it's some long Latin name that I can't remember, but it's delicious. It goes really well with balsamic vinaigrette.
But
Will this be
they were near the side of where there were decomposing bodies.
So, do the plants grow differently? Like, tomatoes grown in a graveyard are just as good as tomatoes grown in soil.
Oh.
I mean, I think he's got a point there. Can't argue with that.
I do not know enough to refute that, and it doesn't sound right, but
If you
I
need to make the
don't want to
salad.
battle science.
Okay.
I'm not gonna eat any, mind you, but
So,
I don't know if he was willing to share.
stare,
Share.
just stare.
but what happens if I eat one? What does it taste like?
Are you eating one right now?
Yeah.
You gotta roll some dice to see if it kills him.
It's this nice bitter. It's like bitter. I'm not gonna say nice, but it's like, you know, it's like a spinach, like a kale, like a bitter green kinda. You know what I mean? But there's something else to it. There's something that really adds this like interesting flavor. Yikes! You want to roll me a luck roll?
Oh,
Oh no, please don't die.
Okay, I passed the luck roll.
All
Thankfully.
right.
You're actually gonna die.
You take 1d3 damage.
Alright,
Oh.
okay. What happened?
Alright, I rolled a 2 on the d6, so 1 damage.
All right.
Not a horrible consequence for stupidity.
You
Okay.
you chew, and there's something extra to it, and it's almost nice. And then you try and swallow that, and you instantly like cough it back up, almost throwing it up. There's something about that little extra taste past the like bitter salad green kind of taste. Just wouldn't go down right. You're not sure why.
how's the
Must be
salad?
out of season.
Oh, Jesus. So, if he failed, would he take more damage? Oh, probably, but if he died.
Oh well. Why spoil that?
Okay.
Exactly. You could
Why
try
don't
to
you-
eat it yourself.
Yeah, why
One
don't
way
you
to
eat it and
find
find out?
He definitely has extra.
You know,
Put a
you
whole
could
bunch of that in
gain.
his backpack.
You could gain hit points, maybe, possibly.
I don't know how I felt.
Maybe Sam,
He
you ate it
succeeded
wrong.
his remarkable.
Did you eat it wrong?
I don't have any recollection of what that means, but maybe.
Have you tried cooking it?
We're out in the
I
woods.
didn't. I'm sure we can make
start
a fire.
Yeah.
Well,
Go for
how
it.
about
You guys
how
are
about
right by the
let's-
mountain.
Yeah, how about let's scout out the mountain first? Maybe
Okay.
if we can see anything, maybe tracks or people.
Maybe if there's any lava in that mountain, you can just roast it over the lava.
I'll burn it. We need like a very healthy fire.
We
Kill
could maybe
volcano.
pit lid in this jar I have.
Pickle. Do you have vinegar?
Well, I have this jar of weird fruit peels that
Like a compost pile?
might not be fruit peels, but
How about, is there a lake nearby that we can get some water?
Oh my god. No.
All right.
Not that you can see.
Can I start looking around the mountain?
Yeah, sure. So you're walking around
Okay.
kind of like in the forest, so you're being stealthy.
I mean, I guess so.
Okay. You don't see anybody. Give me a spot hidden.
Yeah. Success.
All right. You're able to reasonably quickly, spot. There's a bit of a path up the mountain that leads up to the mouth of a cave. The path starts down near the ground, and then it goes kind of up the side. As you were kind of walking around, and you found this, and you've noticed that it has started to get dark now. What are you saying to your friends as you go back to meet them?
When did we start like what? When would we have gotten to the mountain?
It was
Like around
it
what
was
time?
late evening, so the sun was
Okay.
about to start setting, essentially.
Okay.
And then you guys sat around and talked about how you needed to cook underbrush.
Yeah. Hey, guys. I saw over there's a path that leads to an opening of this cave, but I'm not sure if we should investigate further right now. It's getting a little dark, and I fear darkness won't be on our side.
We could go to the cave and camp out.
But it's like a set path to the opening. I feel like it may actually be used or lead to something. We have to think that the cult is here, you know?
Okay, then maybe we should find a secluded place to camp for the night.
Not a bad idea, Sam. I'd say also maybe it's worth taking shifts, watching our surroundings at night.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good idea.
That's... Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
let's go search for an area to camp out and set up our stuff.
Probably say like a little out from the mountain.
Not too far though.
Well, yeah. Just like...
Reginald speaks up.
Reginald?
He says, listen, if this is where my wife is held, if this is where our friends are held, we shouldn't be waiting overnight.
Reginald,
I
you
am...
don't...
But what will we achieve by waiting overnight? Exactly. We still won't know anything about what's in there.
No, but we would have more energy to take on any obstacles in our way.
So will they.
And light on our side.
Yeah, we
Would we want light on our side? How many cultists are in there?
yeah. Well, I mean, if it was
Do we,
dark,
do we want to take on some number of cultists when it's light outside and they can see us more easily?
yeah, but you know, on the other side, if it was really dark and we couldn't see them coming towards us, also a problem.
You're
They're not
giving
a-
me doubt, Reginald.
So
Listen, I think if this is where our friends are held, they can wait another night. But should we make them?
do you wanna go
Oh,
right now?
Just-
Is that what you're suggesting?
my dear Lorraine, she is in there. I can
America.
feel it.
I could feel Princeton in there.
What do you think, Moses and Sam? I trust your judgment.
Well, I would say it depends on these cultists' tendencies. If they are more nocturnal, it may not be the best time to strike. But if they're more like normal people with where they sleep at the night and wake up during the day, then I don't suppose that Reginald's idea is a bad one.
No.
I think as long as we can be quiet and be thorough enough, I think we could get by.
Would we know if they're nocturnal or not?
They are definitely nocturnal. Like, what sort of cultist just sleeps during the night?
You would
I
know.
feel like that's against the point.
You would know that they certainly do a lot of their ceremonies in the middle of the night. On a night when there isn't a ceremony or anything, you're not sure, because you've seen
Would
them
we
at
know-
night mostly during like ceremonies and stuff.
Would we know if there's a ceremony going on? Like, is that information that...
I would
think
remind
so.
I would remind you that apparently lots of people have been making a pilgrimage to the pyramid, as the members of Novu said, but you don't really know what that like. Just some number of people made their way to the mountain this recently. Who's to say what that means?
Okay. Well, we can go explore the cave. If we can't find anything, though, I say we camp out and search in the morning.
Do we have anything that we could potentially use to be a subtle light, so that we can see or defend ourselves if we need to with like fire?
I mean, you
Are
can.
flashlights a thing?
Yeah, they are. You guys would have flashlights and probably torches as well. So.
Okay.
Well, I say let's get our torch supplies. I don't know if it would be a great idea to light them if we can help it, but at least have them on the ready in the event that we need to use them as defense.
I like it. Swell idea. Well,
I would assume
Yeah.
that either Sam or maybe Reginald would have those kind of supplies on them, since Sam's kind of like the
Yeah.
carrier boy for Godfrey.
Jack of all trades.
Indeed.
Jack of like 3 trades.
Currently biology being one of them.
Yeah.
well, I can show the way to the path.
Alright, well let's head that way then.
Okay, so you head up the mountain path. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Typing a lot, my apologies. Okay. You make your way up the path to the mountain. Are we being stealthy? Do we have lights? What's the deal?
Well, if flashlights are a thing and we have them, we can always switch those off as well, right?
Right. You guys did have torches. Those are lit, right? Double checking as you walk
Are
up.
we would we be how dark is it outside? Would we need them to see?
The sun probably is like setting, like basically has set. So it is fairly dark, especially once you get to the edge of the cave.
Maybe I have something important to do. I need to release Jeffrey the lizard.
You what?
Maybe when dire needs call for it.
I've got this fly whip. I've not used it once. Do you wanna take this as well, Sam?
Yeah, I can take that.
Goated.
Yeah. So I need to release Jeffrey whenever we need a friend, apparently.
Okay.
Okay then.
Well, I suppose maybe we get the torches lit, and that way we can use them as defense if we run into anybody.
On that note, as you enter the cave, do people want to give me some luck checks?
Good old luck checks that
There we go.
almost that
Decimated
No.
the entire team.
Success.
basically fucked back over.
One success.
Fail?
Oh.
No! Failed.
Third
Three
success.
success. All right.
Was that on my side, boys?
You walk into this cavern. Where we're it was a group check, so group success. Carrie Dieudonné. You walk into this cavern, and immediately this odor hits you, this rot. And as you turn, you kind of walk through this tight cavern, tight cave, and as you turn the corner into this more open cavern, the thing that immediately strikes you first is just piles of corpses strewn around. There's 3 mounds, piles of bones and rotting flesh. And this odor it's overwhelming. Looking around this room, you also see a large statue of a creature towards the left side of the cave. One that stands tall with appendages that reach out in each direction, almost like tentacles, that kind of form this what would be the legs on a humanoid being, 2 that kind of take the form of arms, and then 1 large appendage that kind of comes out of the top of this weird abdomen, and kind of curves forward as if it's going to at any moment snap out and grab you, and this appendage is painted red. Looking around the cavern a little bit more, the only other thing that you see upon just a glance around, on the right, there is a cell with a few people inside. Reginald sees the cell and he makes a break for it. He's like speed walking over there. He's not full sprinting, but he's making his way.
I glance over to the cell, and I already have teary eyes, 1 from the smell of the bodies, and 2 from the thought that Merrick or Lorraine might be dead, and I hesitantly follow Reginald to the cell.
Yeah, I am also going to do. Right. Yeah, I instinctively start following Florence because I think she has an idea, and I also follow Reginald. I'm like, something's happening. I gotta see if it's okay.
I guess I'm gonna hide and try to get a good observation where I can see them and then see the area around them.
You're keeping watch. What is Moses doing?
I guess Moses sort of stays on the path, but sort of follows them at a distance and watches
Okay,
the rest of the group.
The 4 of you are all close enough, I would say, at this point, that you could, as those in the cage notice you all kind of making your way towards them a little bit, they come towards you as well.
People in the cage?
Yeah, the people in the cage. All of them, the first thing that strikes you is they all look sickly, mistreated, bruised, beaten, underfed. None of them have been well kept here. There are a few people who none of you recognize. But your eyes turn to Reginald to see if he's spotted at one person in particular. And he is crouched in one corner of the cage, holding the hand of a woman with a larger belly. She has a crazed look in her eye. Her eyes are darting around. She's not focusing on any one person. She's not able to, but her hand is the only thing that's still in Reginald's hand. The rest of you look around a little bit more, seeing if there's anyone to see. A few of you... God, who would... Sam, you recognize a Scot from a Scotsman.
Yo.
I'm trying to think. I don't think the rest of you know him, so you wouldn't recognize him. You might have heard what he looks like.
No,
but...
I wouldn't have even heard of him because he didn't meet him until Jack left New York.
Wait,
I
was
think
he not
would know.
there when Florence, was introduced and like Dieudonné?
No,
I kind of know of him.
No, he wasn't. He was the train wreck was his last episode. That's why he's here.
Got it. Yeah.
So
Scottish
you guys don't recognize him, but Sam, you do see Arthur, and his eyes are trained on you. They're wide, bloodshot. He's a lot scrawnier than you remember, and he's just staring at you. You're not really sure what to make of it. These people don't seem totally of sound mind. Lots of people are crying. The chains around people's arms and legs are moving. And you hear those drag across the floor. All of your eyes turn to a man who appears lost. How do I describe this? He's got what appears to be like the remnants of a fedora on his head, and he can't even really make his way to the front of the cage. Like, that's where everyone else is going, and he can't even make it there. You might recognize this man as Princeton Phillips.
No.
And unfortunately, those are all of the faces. So 3 people made it out. 2 people did not. We obviously already knew about Jack.
Body in the cage?
No, there's no body.
So it's in the piles. Immediately when I don't see
No
Lorraine,
comments.
when I don't see Lorraine, I like kind of break down, but I'm like running towards the piles, and I'm like, I don't even care anymore. My brain is only thinking, where's Lorraine? And I'm trying to find her.
A lot of these are unrecognizable. They're all a bit older, so the flesh has started rotting away. So those that do have flesh left, their faces are no longer recognizable, and the rest are just nothing but bone. As you're digging through it, I don't know if you realize it's futile because you don't recognize anyone, or you couldn't recognize anyone if you wanted to, but you're not able to recognize anybody. The rest of you who are not searching through the piles, I'm gonna say give me a POW check. This is a little bit off the wall. I was gonna ask for an int check, but let's do a POW check. We'll do a willpower check.
For everyone?
Yeah, for everyone who sure.
Guess who failed? Almost
Failed
fumbled. I got a
POW.
95.
You can if you want to, Emma, but Florence seems to be focused on something else, so I would not.
That's
You passed. So everyone who passed, after getting over the shock of all the bodies and seeing old friends, you look over at you look over to the people in the cage, and those that look like they're a little bit more put together, none of them in here look put together, but those that look a bit more put together are pointing towards one of the wall near one of the 3 piles of corpses. You're hearing like help, help out from the crowd.
I'm gonna go look towards that wall.
Reasonably quickly, you see hanging on the wall there is a key.
That seems a little bit suspicious. Does anyone else see it?
I don't. I failed. So
Yes. Moses would spot it.
Okay.
I feel like
I mean,
it would not be a good idea to leave a key in view of all of your prisoners. That seems like it could be a trap. I'm just saying this to
but
myself.
we're in a cage.
If I look really closely over there, does anything seem off?
I mean, aside from the pile of corpses, no, not really.
Okay, so I'll walk over there and grab the key.
I'm still sobbing.
Just carefully grab the key.
As just doing that, I'll sort of keep an eye out and make sure that nothing else is happening while everybody is distracted with the prisoners.
I am just at a loss for words.
So, you grab the key. It's pretty simple. You walk up, you take it off the wall, very cautiously, but yeah, you have the key now. I'm guessing you would make your way back over to the cage.
I guess.
You guess? Are you gonna open it, or what's the plan here?
I don't know. I don't want to let everyone out, because I feel like that could be dangerous. So I'm gonna just make eye contact with Arthur, and kind of like use my eyes to signal for him to go near the door.
Okay.
And then
You look back over at him, and he's been staring at you this entire time, it feels like. He kind of makes his way over to the door first, but if you try and make your way over to the other side of it, all the crowd also does so, and so now he is just standing at the front of a crowd of people in front of the door.
Interesting.
What are all the people saying?
Like, help us, help us.
Yep.
There's lots of just crying and yelling.
But they're not like
It's not
they're
a
not like
massive.
crazy. Like
No, it's not a massive amount of people either. It's maybe like 10, 12.
okay, if things got bad, we could take on 10 or 12 mentally ill people.
and they're like scrawny. They're bruised.
Yeah.
They're malnourished.
Okay, I'm
you know?
opening that door.
Okay. All of the people come running out. Arthur at the front of the pack trying to slow down in front of you. He gets like shoved to the ground as everyone kind of runs out and runs past you and is like on like they're leaving.
Understandable.
And the cries get further away as people make their way out of the cave.
I try and go with them and try and keep up with them to make sure that nothing happens as they're running.
But I have a duty to fulfill, so I follow with Moses.
If
Princeton is alive.
yeah,
Staying in the cave.
Princeton.
You're not
Princeton,
gonna go to Princeton?
Is he with the group?
No.
Or
Princeton,
never
Arthur, and Amelia at least recognize you guys enough that they're not going
Well,
anywhere.
okay,
Not
never mind.
me, but they would recognize.
Yeah,
just about everybody
recognize
else,
the people that they know enough
Okay.
to stick around. Princeton walks
I
up
come-
to
oh,
to Dieudonné, and he simply goes, "Father, will I be saved?"
Yes, son, you have gone through so much. You will be all right. All right, Princeton Phillips.
What
You will get out of this.
full name? What God would let this happen to these people?
I do not know of God's will, but I believe that you survived for a reason. I believe that you'll see through this to the end. I'm so sorry about Merrick. I don't know why God would do this. Such an awful, terrible thing.
As you're having this conversation, Reginald picks up Amelia, and he goes. He basically says, "I'm going to get my wife and my unborn child to safety. I hope to see you all, and if you all make it out, I might just join you to see this through, but I'll have to think it over."
I understand. Farewell, or hopefully you come back, but stay safe, both of you.
I'm walking back over to the cage because I noticed that he seems to be leaving. I walk back over, and I feel like I overheard maybe the conversation a bit between Dieudonné and Princeton, and I heard Merrick.
Whoops.
So I walk over. And I say, you knew my sister?
You look like Merrick, a little, just a little bit. I
She's my sister. Do you know where she went?
No.
Did you see her?
They took her tonight. There were we could barely move in there before tonight. There must have been 40 or 50 people that they took
No, that's what I'm supposed to
today.
No. No.
They over
That's very
there
sure.
the wall opens, and he points beyond the statue of the statue that you saw. The wall opens, and they all walked through.
Did you go fighting?
I don't think any of us are in any condition to fight anymore. At least not for a while.
How long ago did she leave? Did they take her?
A few hours.
So there's still a chance.
Is it possible to save her?
Well, there's one way to find out. Let's.
I'm going to the wall.
Yeah.
Princeton, you join everybody else. I will make sure that Merrick will survive.
Can I do a medicine check on Princeton real quick?
Sure. Just to see what's wrong with him, or to like try and help him a little bit.
Just to see what's wrong with him.
Okay.
Please don't fumble. Don't kill.
Oh, and what
I'm not
about
gonna kill him by
Arthur?
looking at him.
Yeah, he's not doing the actual like medical stuff. He's just
Okay.
he's trying to get a medical opinion.
Although I should have, because I rolled a 3.
Spent too long.
He's malnourished. He is he's clearly been beaten. He seems sick, sicker than a dog. He like who knows how long he's been cooped up in that cell, and you would know that there are diseases that sometimes people will catch from being in an overcrowded cell. It comes with the territory sometimes. Sickness and diseases that might be, more rare in some cases, are not. He's got a lot wrong with him. I'm trying to get that across without naming too many specifics because there's a lot wrong.
Scurvy, one of them.
He may have scurvy.
Yeah.
You see that he's hungry.
No.
Alright, I think at this point, after I would assume that everybody else has escaped the cave by this point, so I would have come back and rejoined the group, because I just went with them to make sure that they got out okay.
Yeah, they're running off into the forest.
Yeah. And then I come back, and I sort of just observe, I guess.
I'm scouring the wall.
Princeton,
Yeah, I'm
you
going to
see...
try to figure out if there's a way behind the statue.
Okay. Princeton, you see that man over there? He's his name is Moses, or Dr. Franklin. He was Jack's psychologist, who unfortunately did not make it out of this.
Sorry, the cultists also have a dog in the cage.
That's Moses Franklin. He is a psychologist.
I walk up and I sort of shake my hand, and then I look at him to see what his mental health is like.
His hand shakes as you grasp it, and it's weak as he tries to grasp yours back. This man is not mentally well, essentially. You probably wouldn't have heard of this, but he's had mental breaks in the past. This seems to be an elongated one of those. His what were some of his phobias and manias again?
What is it? He was focused on light. He has claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia.
Photomania. That's what it was.
Right. He definitely seems to be hyper aware of the fact that you guys are all in a cave. Looking at him, and it's nighttime right now, but I guess he wouldn't know where light would be because he's. Oh, I guess he would be hyper focused on your torches as well. He seems to be fixated on them. His eyes are darting around. He looks scared, but also like whenever the light catches his eyes, there seems to be a slight smirk. Something going on behind that you couldn't really tell without a proper examination, proper appointment.
It's going to be okay, Mr. Phillips. We'll get you out of here, and we'll get you back in good health. And I'd say one moment, please, as I look at the other man in the corner. And I sort of go up to him and I sort of extend my hand. Don't know if he would extend his back or not.
This man, he seems to be focused. He looks at you as you approach him, and then he turns his attention back to Sam.
So what do I?
You can roll psychology if you want. If you want to for him, because he's not willingly engaging with you. he is clearly fixated on Sam. You might know that Sam would be the only person here that he would know, being that, he was captured. He was captured before, the group kind of all that happened and all the new people came in, and neither Father Dieudonné or Merrick's sister seemed to know him. So it seems the only person who's here right now and not back at the camp like Godfrey that he would know would be Sam. And he's honed in on that.
So I call over to Sam. I say, Sam, can you help me get this man up? He seems to be very focused in on you, and I want to get him out of here and make sure he's safe.
Sure. Oh, that's Arthur.
Ah, okay. This is he a
Arthur.
newer member of your group?
Yeah, we met him in London.
Okay.
I thought he was a pirate for a few weeks.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, let's get him up and let's try and get him out of this cave. Same thing with Princeton, if you wouldn't mind helping Father.
I will do everything I can.
We can
come with me.
we can get him out
Say
of
hi
here.
to him first.
We can get them out of here, and you guys can go back to trying to find Lorraine, if that is what you guys feel the need to do. But we need to get these
find
people
Lorraine.
out here first.
Okay, we need to. All right. Good plan.
Have Samurai found a way to open the wall yet?
Sam has walked away. I would say, give me a spot hidden.
Doop. Success. Almost success.
Okay. Looking around the wall, you don't see anything. It's a little weird. It just looks like a wall. Doesn't look any different from anything else over here. But then you turn around feeling defeated, and you see there's a little slot towards the bottom on the backside of this throne-like thing that stands next to the statue. And you reach inside, and there's a little switch.
Oh, I switched that. I hit the switch.
You feel like a shake for a moment as you're really close to it, and then the wall behind you begins to slide open.
Ooh. Okay. Guys, the wall.
Florence. The wall?
The wall.
Oh!
It's opening.
The wall. That. Oh. Ah. Do you suppose we could somehow find Lorraine through that wall?
We must.
Alright.
I
don't want to go, but this is for
myself.
Princeton. This is for Princeton.
Well, I
It's
guess I'm
alive.
helping Princeton out, and then Sam's helping Arthur out. Well,
Okay.
Father DuPont.
Are the
and,
two of you not waiting for them, or are you just gonna go ahead?
You're not coming along.
No, they will. They're just helping the other two outside,
Yeah,
right?
I'll go ahead. Oh,
You know what?
there.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, let's wait.
But I'll wait because I'm trying to get up the nerve.
Maybe I'll walk actually with Princeton.
You guys are just making sure they get out into the woods, right? Like making sure they get out
Yeah.
of there.
Well, I may actually take them, try and get them back to the village. That way we can.
That
properly-
is about 2
Village
days
is
away.
far.
It's like
Oh,
a day
really?
and a half away. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Okay.
Village
well.
is a no-go.
So just
You
tell
could-
them
you
to
could-
wait
you could-
on the path.
You could also point in the direction that your camp is and have them walk that way.
I guess.
Godfrey is
They're
over
able
there.
to walk.
So
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
And also, Reginald might be over there with Amelia. He didn't really say where he was going.
That's true. I would assume he would go that way because that's the only other life that's close by.
Unless he's gonna walk through the night carrying Amelia back to Ndovu.
Who knows with that man?
I wouldn't put it past him. So I guess I wait here until they get back.
All right. Arthur and Princeton are receptive to this advice. At least they understand what they're being told, so they head off.
I whisper in Princeton's ear, "I will find Merrick for you."
Oh, weird.
And the three of you head back inside. Meet back with Florence. The wall is now open behind her, and you all turn and head inside.
Heading in.
Going in.
Now, after a few moments of walking, you come into this clearing in the cave, in the cavern. All of a sudden, you see a huge crowd of people in cult robes. You get this eerie feeling that you should not be here. There are too many cultists to count here. You have entered in. There are lights all around this big opening in the cavern, and you look down because you've come in kind of at this top point, and you look down into the center of the cavern, and it appears to be that this is a huge temple with columns that rise up from this kind of the middle rows of the cavern. They seem to be changing forms and shaping. Then in the middle of the cavern there is a stone, an altar, that has it's this large stone with a kind of, it's irregularly shaped, and it has this almost bluish glow, this bluish iridescence, and all of these people are standing around it, all the cultists, and there's a path that leads up to the front, where you see an African woman. She's not wearing robes, but she is wearing what appears to be a ceremonial getup of some kind. And she is talking to a person that comes up on her left. She's kind of sitting on this throne-looking thing. And then she talks to another person who comes up on her right. And you look down across, and sitting on the ground near to this throne, there is a woman, a young woman, You think you recognize her. It takes you a moment. She is there's something wrong with the veins in her face. They seem like scars almost pushing out. And this seems to travel down her shoulder. And then you get to her stomach. And it reminds you of her stomach, and her upper legs remind you of those of a pregnant woman. Like Amelia. Except her belly is misshapen and malformed, and it's moving and changing, and you feel like you can almost see a face on it. This woman, who you finally, it clicks in your head. Those of you who have seen pictures of her, this woman is Hypatia Masters. On the other side of the throne, on her knees, hands tied in front of her, is Merrick.
Oh my god. There she is.
There she is.
There she is.
Oh my god, there she is.
After
Dieudonné.
It's Merrick.
it doesn't take long after you see Merrick.
Uh-oh.
Oh hell no.
Mweru
heck no.
stands up, and she says some things in Swahili. You've heard Swahili to this point, but nobody here can speak it. There's this chant that's repeated over and over again. There's drums that pound to the rhythm of the chant, and thousands of cultists in this cavern begin to sway. The echo rolls back as it goes up into the mountain and returns again. As this frenzy and this movement builds, the robes are removed. The cultists are dancing and running into each other, and around the room, who you have not spotted because your focus has been on Hypatia and Merrick, there are other prisoners, and lots of them get grabbed. The African woman at the front grabs Merrick. She leads her down through the crowd.
Oh no.
She places her on the bluish stone.
Oh no.
Can I aim my gun?
She says some things in Swahili.
I swear to God.
Hey.
And then she reaches down with her knife.
No.
And
Please don't.
she pulls the knife through.
I turn away. Oh.
No blood. Those of you who do look on, no blood streams from Merrick's neck, but it almost appears that the stone glows brighter. And instead of her emotions and her life draining through her neck, it appears that it's being drained through her legs into the ground that she's sitting on.
I can't.
It is at this point a bolt of lightning strikes the mountaintop, and there's a huge roar. And after this happens, in the midst of this crowd of people, a shape takes form. 2 tentacles for legs, 2 tentacles for arms. and they're black as night on all sides, and this, out of the top of whatever center this body has, comes a huge red tentacle that leans down in front of this body. Can everybody give me sanity checks as you look upon the aspect of the bloody tongue, towering hundreds of feet above the cultists?
Hard
Please protect
success.
me.
Would not be good if I
passed.
failed. Okay, I passed.
Hard success.
Everyone who passed, it sounds like everyone passed, you lose 1d10 sanity.
Even if we got a hard success,
Doesn't matter.
1d10.
Imagine what you
temporarily insane.
imagine what you would have lost looking at a god if you failed. Justin knows because one of his characters
Rolled a
did
2.
that.
Yeah.
Please.
She was also an actress. I forgot.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was honestly great.
One of his other characters in a previous game looked at Nyarlathotep
Oh.
and lost like 90
Right.
sanity.
I
And
remember now.
yep. Who lost 5 or more? Yeah, just Moses.
Just me.
All right. Roll me an intelligence check to see if you fully grasp what you're seeing.
Oh no.
I'm literally gonna cry.
I fail.
Wait, you failed? No,
Oh,
that's
no.
good. No, that's
It's good.
good.
Yeah.
That
You
means he
don't
doesn't
comprehend.
fully comprehend.
Yes.
Yay!
I rolled a
Always the rule that
84.
trips us up. That's
Holy
Hey, no one went temporarily insane. Yeah.
yeah.
Yet.
I know.
That's a winner. I'm not saying I want to go down yet, but I am scouring where the nearest way down is. Is
Okay.
Merrick's spot? Is Lorraine's body still there?
Yes, it is, but she looks to be about 70 years older. Like the life is completely drained from her. And she seems to have aged a lot. The wrist of this ginormous creature flicks out to one side, and you see across from you as you're scouring around, there's a pretty clear path down to the center if you wanted to take it. There's not really paths to the left or right, but across from you, this ginormous creature flicks its arms, and this causes some long stairs to form from the center plane of this area. The African woman begins to lead the dancing mass of naked bodies to the stairs, directly between this thing's legs. As they pass, this thing reaches down with its arm and it scoops up a group of cultists and it shoves them down a hole at the base of the red tentacle, and they're gone. It seems to swallow them whole. And then it grabs a few more with its red tentacle and grabs some here and there. It is shoveling cultists down its throat. As this is happening, would any of you guys like to act? You want to do anything?
Does the hole remain open? Or is it like a mouth, like it shuts? And
It's like a mouth. It appears to be like a mouth.
okay.
I sort of look to the group and I say, I don't know how loud it is in the room, but I'll try and keep my voice to where they don't hear it, essentially. I just sort of say, I don't think there's anything else we can do here. We need to get out before things get dangerous.
Where is the god in relation to Merrick's body?
They are... So Merrick is kind of in the center of that platform they were all on. They've all been led onto the stairs. Now, what is also happening before you decide that you're going to leave, the African woman is along with a few other cultists. They're carrying Hypatia up the stairs, and she is screaming. And
Like giving birth or something?
her lower half, it's moving much more. It is lurching around almost, kind of trying to break free from her, it seems.
I think I'm gonna let the chameleon out. So I think we need some help in this mountain.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Like that idea.
Okay, so
Can
you're
we
just
also
gonna...
call upon Bast?
No, I don't think we can call him.
Well, the cat things.
No, that's... They'll help us. We can't ask for help, I don't think.
I am.
Who? Which one? How many of you would have a... Only you would have a pendant, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, you could try if you wanted.
Yeah, I
Cats
guess.
could find us. We could get the chameleon and the cats on our side.
This is all we can do.
Yeah.
Roll a POW check for me as you kind of clutch your cat pendant and you're unsure of what to really think or say, but
Chameleon.
you wait for it to come to you.
Passed. A
You
normal
passed?
success.
All right. You kind of feel some words come to your mind that you don't quite understand. As you finish what you're thinking, you wait a moment and nothing seems to happen. But after another moment or two, a large number of cats. It's not like a herd. They're not filling up the tunnel, but a significant number of cats runs past you, and one of them, as they're running towards all the cultists, one of them turns to look at you, and kind of like. They just stares at you, and then it turns and it looks up to the top of the steps where the African woman and Hypatia have kind of reached. There's another plateau that's at the top of the steps, and it runs down the stairs with the path to get to the stairs with the rest of its brethren.
Cat clan.
So what does the
Maybe that's
chameleon
not
do?
the best word.
So you're letting the chameleon out?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what do the cats do? Are they gonna attack the cultists?
I was gonna wait a second to see what you guys do because they are gonna take a second to get there. They're heading in that direction.
Okay.
You release this chameleon and it takes a step out. It begins to shake and wreathe, and then it grows. It grows to about 8-9 feet tall and rears back on its hind legs with its forearms now out in front of it. And it runs towards the cultists as well.
Holy hell.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak my way, well, not sneak my way, but act nonchalantly and walk towards the stairs.
Just nonchalant, just fully clothed, like
Do we have to get naked to like pet? Well, no, because
Well,
God
the
dude's
cultists are
eating the
naked.
naked people. Yeah, I was saying like to pass as a cultist.
I
But
guess
I
we
don't
could.
wanna do that. I don't.
I could.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That giant monster dude seems to be eating all the naked people. So I don't.
he's not eating all of them.
I
There
don't
are
think he's
there are
discriminating.
thousands of them. So and he's not he's
Yeah.
specifically not eating all of them.
So he doesn't really have a preference.
Yes. So
Yeah.
so Sam is now naked, running across the center towards the stairs. As he's doing this, the cats begin to reach the stairs, and they kind of look and see that Sam is running, and the giant creature kind of turns its attention in Sam's direction for half a second, and then the cats kind of like pounce at its legs, and it swings down at them, knocking a few of them off the stairs, and then turns its attention back to eating and crushing cultists.
It's gonna get bad if it keeps doing that.
That's not nice.
They killed my sister! Oh, yeah, what's the easiest and most safe route to get to Lorraine?
There is a path down to the center platform that happened on. That would be very quick.
Is the stone still blue?
Yes, it's still glowing.
Okay. I try my best to walk down to get to Lorraine.
Okay. You make your way down there. What is everyone else not named Sam or Florence doing?
Oh God, what do I do in this situation? I want to try to save all these people.
All these people? Who? All who?
As many of the people, the victims, the naked people. I'm gonna try to lead them out.
So, hold on. So the cultists
that
or
are
the people that were
responsible.
grabbed by the cultists?
People that are grabbed by the cultists.
Okay. Some of them were already killed. Others have not been killed just yet.
Yeah.
So I would allow you to try and run up and grab some of them, but you might be calling attention to yourself a little bit.
Oh, gotta do the right thing here.
Moses, what's the plan?
I sort of see what Princeton's doing, and I realize what he's about to do. And so I take my torch that I have, and I sort of trying to think if I throw it. So the cultists are like below this monster thing, is that right?
Yes, so they're on
Monster's,
a
like,
set
hovering
of
above.
yeah. So they're on a set of stairs that's leading up from the central platform that have just spawned out of nowhere because the monster created them, and they are all on it, and it is standing over those stairs, like
So
legs on either side of those stairs.
I take my torch and I throw it towards the cultists to get their
Okay.
attention. And then I run, and then I try and sort of run away from where everybody else is, Sam, Florence, and Father DuPont.
They are really busy dancing and running around naked. Some of them are killing their hostages. Unless you hit, you could roll a throw to try and hit one of them, and that one might come towards you. But other than that, you're not really going to get any of their attention.
It's the African. I bet it's a sorceress lady. Is she still in the room?
She is on
Cavern?
the top of the stairs. She's laughing. She's holding the knife that she killed the Merrick with, and she's kind of holding Hypatia's shoulders at the top of these stairs, as she's sitting on the ground, like screaming.
Okay. Have I made it to?
Yes. So you kneel
There, yeah.
down on the ground next to Merrick. Her hands are still tied in front of her, and she looks like an old woman now. Her hair is gray. Her skin has become wrinkled, and she looks disheveled and malnourished like the other prisoners. She is dead on the ground. There's a gash in her neck, but there's no blood where that would have come out from it.
Did she have any of her knives on her?
No.
Damn it. Um, I untie her hands, and I would suppose I would close her eyes because when someone dies, you can't really do that. I bring her down, hold her close to me for a minute. I say, I'm so sorry. And did the stone dim down at all when I took her body off?
No. It's still bright.
How strong is this stone?
What do you mean, how strong?
Like, how easy is it to damage the stone?
You could break off a piece, pretty easily with like probably the butt of the rifle you were carrying. But it is not. It does not stop glowing.
Even if I break the entire thing, could I possibly do that?
Yeah, if you tried, no. It's almost like the power is being held by the stone. It's not like the whole thing. It's just like each piece of the stone is able to hold whatever this is.
Yeah. I take Lorraine and I try to carry her back up the path and try to get her out of the way. I need to take her body home at some point.
Okay, so Sam, you are running up the stairs completely naked.
I will say I probably grab a weapon in each hand.
Right, yes, that makes sense. You are following behind the chameleon, who is like just throwing the cultists in front of you each way. The cats are keeping the bloody tongue distracted just enough, and you're flying up the stairs. You get to the top, and you see the African woman there over Hypatia. Hypatia, as you come up to the top of the stairs, you crest that, Hypatia mouths us, "Kill me."
Don't do it.
Yeah, so
And the African woman sees you.
so
Oh, she...
does she act first?
I would let you act first because she wasn't expecting you to come up.
Okay. So I'm gonna run and try to stab Hypatia.
Okay.
Or how high is the platform? Can I push her off?
You could, but the African woman is there, like, holding her, essentially.
Okay.
And
So,
she's
yeah, I'll try
also...
to-
Her stomach is also much larger than that of a pregnant woman now that you're up close. Like, it's huge. Like, she is... she looks heavy.
I'm just slicing dice.
So you're gonna charge at Hypatia and try and stab her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the African woman is gonna fight back in order to try and block you. She won't do damage, but she's gonna try and like stop you from attacking her.
Okay. Unlucky roll. 24. A hard success.
She did not get an extreme, so you hit.
Okay. Let's see.
Did you say you had two weapons?
Yeah, so I have a knife and then I brought the flare gun.
Okay. Okay, the flare gun. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course.
I would let you shoot the flare gun at her with a penalty die if you wanted to this turn.
So,
but
in
then you would
addition
have
to
to
stabbing?
you would have to reload it. You have to spend a turn reloading it if you missed. So give and take. Yes, in addition to stabbing. But what was the damage for the stabbing?
6.
6. All right.
Nice.
She just looks at you and basically screams like, again. Please.
I guess.
Are you going to take that other attack, or is this African woman gonna get to go?
I will take that other attack.
Okay.
Opportunities like this don't come around every week. Okay. So, I passed the first one at the 64. Let me see if I can have my second dice be under. No. Okay, so I failed that attack.
That's okay. So yeah, she says again and again, and you very quickly like pull up the flare gun and shoot it. It sails over both of their heads, unfortunately. Then the African woman looks up at you. She holds out her hand, and out of the palm comes this almost this like orange vapor, and it flows towards you very quickly. It like almost waves, but in like an arcing formation, and comes right at your chest. Give me a POW check. You have to tie her to not feel the full.
Okay, I rolled a 13, so that is. No, that's an extreme, because my POW's 70.
She failed, actually. Oh no, she got a normal success, but that doesn't matter because you got higher than that. So you feel this. You feel almost like part of. You get this pain in your hands, and for lack of a better way to explain it in your mind, it feels like your hand is dying, and then you fight that feeling off, and all of a sudden now you are okay, at least for the time being. What do you want to do?
Well, since no one else has decided to join me in this, I will continue to try to stab her.
I didn't know we were.
He was the first person who ran up the stairs.
I mean, I do have a question.
Okay.
Did I get back up to the platform where I walked down from?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, after that, then I'd probably head over to Sam's Way because that woman just killed my sister, and I'm on a.
You're gonna run up the
fury
stairs
path.
after him.
I'm literally going to murder this woman.
Okay, I'm gonna give
If I
Sam
can.
one more attack, and then we'll
Yeah, for
talk
sure.
about your travel up the stairs.
For sure.
And then we will for sure get to you guys trying to rescue people in a minute. Sam, what do you want to
Okay. Stab. Thing I'm good
Stab.
at. Okay, I passed. A normal success though.
do? Okay. Same deal. She's gonna try and fight back and just get you. That's an extreme success. So she's not gonna attack you in this case. She's just trying to stop you from attacking someone else. Is the way that I'm playing it. So you go in for the stab, and she kind of smacks that away. I think she's gonna do the same thing that she just did. Roll a POW check to resist it. This orange arc of energy.
What level of success do I need?
You need a hard.
Okay, so I'll spend 10 luck to get a hard.
Okay.
So I don't want the feeling of my hand dying.
This time it's in a different part. This time it's your foot up to about your knee. You feel like it's almost like it's on fire for a second, and then it dissipates. Okay. I almost said
Florence.
Florence.
Yeah.
Roll me a luck check as you run up the steps. You're not following behind the chameleon because it's doing its own thing. It's running around.
Success.
You succeeded. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just like Sam before, you're running up the steps, and this the bloody tongue kind of turns towards you for a moment, and then the few cats that are left kind of swipe at it, and it you hear it roar in frustration, and it swipes the last of them off of the stairs.
Yep, with the finger.
And you make
In
it
my brain.
You make it up to the top.
Okay.
It is both of your turns.
I'm gonna do what I'm best at.
Both of whose? Ours?
But you and
Oh,
Sam.
well,
so I'm gonna give Sam it first because you came up to the top, and so that way you can see what he's doing.
Gotcha.
Sam,
Okay.
same deal.
Yeah. Okay, this time I got a hard.
I failed, so go ahead, roll damage.
Ooh, I got an 8.
You got an 8. Sorry, remind me what the first damage roll was?
A 6.
6. Okay. You kind of are beginning to see her belly kind of fall away from her. You've stabbed into her a few times, and it's beginning to like pull away, and she's not looking very good. But she's still like leaning back and wants you to keep going. She's like nodding with approval. Seeing Florence, running up the steps and seeing a naked Sam stab this woman. What do you do? This woman who's clearly in pain and sick.
I don't even pay attention to her. My eyes are set on that African woman, and I raise my gun.
Okay, you're gonna take a shot?
Yeah, at her head.
Okay.
She's might be a little more bruised, but Florence is not doing alright. Normal success.
Normal success.
She's gonna
So
dodge
roll
like
damage.
extreme.
No, she's for dodging bullets, you have to dive for cover, and that it's a little bit different. She wouldn't do that in this case. So
2d6 plus 4. 7. 11.
11.
Yeah.
All right. You aren't quite able to hit her in the shoulder like you want, or in the head
I
like you
wanted
want.
to hit her in the
That's
head.
what I mean, in the head like you want. But you do hit her kind of square in the shoulder. She touches it for a moment and looks and sees
Oh,
blood.
I swear.
And she almost like pushes her hand out towards you. And let's see. Let's see. I had this one prepared, so should be good. She reaches out and kind of grabs with her hand, makes like a clutch motion, and you feel this like something crushing you for a moment. I think you need to opposed POW roll. So roll POW.
Okay. POW. Normal success.
She got a hard success.
Mother.
So you begin to feel this something crushing you.
Wait, can I spin luck? is it too
Sure.
late for that?
No, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright,
So she got a hard.
that's- Okay, so that's like 5 luck for me
Okay.
to get to 32.
Okay. You begin feeling this thing crush you, but then you kind of like shake your shoulders and shake that off.
Yeah. Shake.
What do you guys want to do?
Of course,
I
the
am-
same thing I've been doing.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
She got a normal success.
I rolled a 7, so that's an extreme.
All right. Do max damage plus an extra damage die on Hypatia.
I do 9 damage.
That is almost it. That is not quite it. So she's like fading fast, and with what might be close to her last breath, she's thanking you. She's spending her last few moments thanking you. Merrick.
Florence.
Or
Yeah.
Florence, yeah. Sorry.
I am Florence Merrick Elsner. You've killed my sister. Prepare to die, and I aim the gun.
Take another shot.
Yeah, at her hands this time.
Ooh.
No, she seems to be addicted to those hands, and I don't like that. What is it? Normal success.
Okay.
2,
Roll damage.
yeah. Cool beans. $13. Sorry, I had to do mental math. I'm not good at it.
Okay, so she's brought one of her hands. So she's kind of been trying to use a weapon in one hand to swipe away Sam's attacks, and then the other hand she's been using to cast spells.
Can I hit the one that casts spells?
That would
do
be
I not have
harder
a
to
choice?
explain. That would be harder to explain how you just did 13 damage because it's out here and this is closer to her chest.
Okay.
So she pulls up from trying to block Sam's attack, and it goes over her chest. You shoot straight through her hand into her chest, and
Nice.
she falls backwards. You both hear a roar behind you.
Oh no.
In this case, Sam, I'm gonna give you a free hit if you would like it.
Yeah, I would love it.
Okay.
Okay, I get a normal success.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage. Well, it's 1, so you kill Hypatia.
Yeah.
Thingy in its stomach.
That falls away from her for a moment, and it seems like it's writhing and trying to take a new form or shape, and it lengthens itself, and it kind of takes almost a humanoid figure, and then it withers away and comes apart. You each hear an even louder roar behind you, and you turn around.
needs to
The
be
bloody
patient.
tongue is turned towards you, and it is about to reach out towards probably, I would say, Sam.
I do have a quick question.
Okay.
Is Sorceress Lady, is she dead?
Yes.
Okay, good.
As far as you know, she fell backwards after you shot her, so.
Yeah, I just, double check. Because I will slice her with the knife that she killed. I will do it.
Oh, you also, everyone here, you all lose 1 sanity from hearing the howl of the bloody tongue.
Fair.
Oh, I lose one.
Now, as it's reaching towards Sam, let's zoom back in. Let's rewind a little bit. Dieudonné and Moses, what's the plan here? Last we saw, Moses was trying to lead some people away so that Dieudonné could go in and take some captives. Dieudonné, what are you doing as you're charging onto the stairs? You just grabbing somebody and running with them?
One at a time. If I save 1 life, it's worth it.
As you every time you do this, somebody's going to take a swipe at you. I would say you'd probably be able to fit 3 in, get 3 of them out of there. Are you going to do all 3 and get attacked 3 times?
Okay, 3 times. Let's do this. Let's go.
Okay. Here we go.
First dodge.
First dodge.
Hard success.
I failed. So, you run up the steps, and the one closest to the bottom, you're able to grab the shoulder of this person and kind of run down the steps. And the person that was holding them, and they had the knife ready, but they were kind of being jostled around and dancing with their brethren. And you're able to just kind of slip this person away before they can even turn around and see what's happening. And you send them on their path up the out of the cavern. You run up the steps to grab another person. This one's a little bit higher up. Go ahead and roll dodge.
Wait, is that a... okay, that's a hard success.
I rolled a normal success. You're still getting away. This one has a ceremonial knife, and they see you running towards them. They take a stab at you as you're trying to get up, and you kind of turn sideways to get out of the way of it and grab the captive and run down the stairs, back down the stairs with them. The third one, between the legs, directly under the bloody tongue. Roll me a dodge, and then roll me a luck check.
Normal success, and then for luck, I also pass. Wow, I'm
all right.
doing well.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to dodge yet another attack. This time from the head of a spear. The guy's holding, and he tries to stab into you. You're able to get this person out of there. You nearly bump into one of the arms as it's reaching down to grab more cultists. But you kind of nimbly pull the other person that's with you down off to the side and head down to the bottom of the steps. It's at this moment,
Thanks God,
that you hear the howl, and everyone lost the sanity already. Sam. One of the tentacles is reaching towards you. What will you do?
Try to run away from it, unless I can fight it.
You could fight back on the tentacle. I wouldn't totally recommend that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge and run away.
Okay.
Wait, what do I need?
You need a hard success.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's gonna
dodge.
grab you.
Oh yeah, I can spend 2 luck to get a heart.
All right. So you duck under the kind of grabbing motion that this tentacle does, and you kind of run towards the stairs, grabbing Merrick as you run past, and both of you are running down the stairs now together. The red tentacle, the head of this monster, whips at you, Sam. This could be really bad. Normal success. Actually, I failed. Oh my god, I failed.
As long as I don't fumble, I'm good.
Yeah.
F Nyarlathotep.
Okay, I don't fumble.
Okay. Let's see. You get to the bottom of the steps. This thing howls once again. Everyone loses 1 sanity point.
Thank you.
Are we not used to it?
Nope.
Where's the lizard or the chameleon, by the way?
The chameleon is beating cultists on the stairs still. It's just like going to town. Like, it's like going crazy.
Still King Kong in that shit?
Yeah. It's gonna try and get you, claw at you with one of its tentacles one more time. Actually, it's gonna snap at you with one of the tentacles, but Let's see. Normal success.
Okay. So I need a normal success for dodge, right?
Yes.
Gonna cost a lot.
Wait, did you fail
It's
it?
also going to cost a lot if you...
How much-
Let me do some
how
math.
How much did you
16.
fail by?
Yeah, I'll spend 16 to
No!
live.
How much
It's
do you
worth
have
it.
left?
I have 26 luck left.
No!
Yeah.
I can't believe you got out of that.
What if you have to roll luck? Anyway.
All right. So
That's
you-
later, don't worry.
all four of you
Yeah,
are
that's-
now running towards the exit. It's now
Yeah.
chasing you. Everyone, roll
I'm
me a luck
carrying
roll.
Lorraine.
Oh, you're carrying Lorraine. Forget
But
about the
she's like
luck
a
roll.
She's a shriveled up old woman, though.
You're
She's
still
so lightweight.
You're still carrying a human being.
Yeah, but she's
um,
lightweight and dead.
Everyone, roll me a dexterity check.
Mother.
Florence, you get to roll with a penalty die.
Wait,
What?
luck and dex?
So luck
No,
and
just
dex?
dex, just dex,
Oh,
just
okay.
dex, just dex.
Okay, you said
That's,
luck
that's
and
good.
ability.
Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Dex.
Hard success.
Heart.
what's the
wait,
penalty
no,
die?
just
It's
regular
you
phone.
roll a 10, you roll the 10 again, and you
Okay.
take the one that's worse.
I take the one that's worse. What do you mean?
Yeah. So like if you rolled a 90 and a 60, you take the 90.
So you re-roll the...
You re-roll the 10s. So
Oh.
let's say you rolled a
Got it.
91. If you re-roll it
Got
and
it.
you roll a 71, you still take the
No.
91.
I got less than my original roll, so.
Take the
How
higher.
much less? No, you take the lower or the higher.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah, no,
lower?
Yeah,
Okay.
by like very little.
Okay. Did anyone fail?
I passed.
Normal.
Okay.
Normal. Just almost hard.
So you guys come to the top of the thing. You are now running down that secret entrance cavern that you were running down before. Everyone, give me the same dex check one more time. This tentacle, you hear it crackling behind you.
Come on, God, be good to me.
Hard success.
It's normal success.
Do I have to still do a penalty die?
Yes, you do still have to do a penalty die.
I hate
Uh-oh.
everything.
Uh-oh.
Normal success. Barely. But it is a normal success.
Moses,
Moses,
You want
no!
This is what I got.
did anyone else fail?
You want to
I
this is
succeeded.
what I got.
You got a 99.
100.
100.
No.
You have to listen. You have to listen to it.
Here comes. All right. You can try and dodge this.
Oh, I'll certainly try and dodge it.
That's a hard success.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck to get... Well, do I need a match or do I need to beat
You
it?
need a match.
Okay, then I'm good.
Okay.
Could spend 2 luck to get an extreme.
All right. Well, you guys make it out the door, and you hear Jack right behind your head as you get to the.
Jack.
Not Jack.
Or not Jack.
It's
Sorry.
Moses.
Moses,
Don't
right
bring up the character that you killed.
right behind your head. As you come out into that room with all the corpses, you hear the crackle of something whipping behind you. And are you guys are still running? I'm guessing out of the cave.
Skedaddling.
Yep.
You make it out. You still hear the ceremony going on behind you, but you hear one last howl. Then you all lose one more sanity point.
My god.
Oh boy. 55 sanity.
As the bloody tongue loses. It definitely lost something to Sam. Something that it cared about, something that it wanted. and you've annoyed a god. Congratulations.
What's the sanity? Is it 1/5 in a day?
1/5 in one day, yes.
Okay. I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. You all
Although,
run.
unless you have more tricks up your sleeve.
You all run out. You make it outside. You run further away. You can still hear in the distance the ceremony. But thankfully, that begins to fade as you get closer to your camp. And in the light of dawn, the first light of dawn, you can see the sun kind of peeking over the horizon. You reach the camp. Princeton and Arthur are sitting up, still awake. They see you, and
Princeton.
neither of them smile, but they look relieved.
It'll be okay, Princeton. God is good to us. We came out of there unscathed. Not a scar on our backs or anything. I saved people. You should have seen me, Princeton. You inspired me.
Then
What I just
Princeton looks at Florence and sees the body slung over her shoulder.
I drop it and I fall to the floor and I'm like folded over her body, like I'm sobbing. I'm like, she can't be dead. You can't be dead. Come back. Like
What
all
did you
this
drop
stuff.
it?
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you were like just drop it on the ground.
No, like I laid her on the
Okay.
ground and then I like fall
Okay,
like
that
to her
makes
and I'm
more
like
sense.
sobbing.
Oh
Anyway.
my God, she's dead. No. Could you have done anything? Could you have... Florence, this is not your fault.
I murdered the woman that murdered her.
That
I
breaks
did
a
it.
couple commandments right there.
But she won't come back to me.
Princeton looks distraught. He looks at the ground for a while while Dieudonné is saying that breaks a couple of the commandments, and he says, "Thou shalt not live with revenge in your heart." And then he kind of just like walks away.
Princeton, no.
I go back to sobbing.
Sorry. Just forget what
I do
he
not-
said.
Yeah. Wow. I do not blame you for taking an act of vengeance against whoever committed these horrible atrocities, especially against our dear Merrick. But I can only find I hope you can find in your heart to not hold any more resentment toward others. Revenge is a fool's game. Don't do it.
You don't understand. This isn't your sister. She's not your only. She was like... I looked up to her. She meant the world to me.
I understand. I have not met her, but I've known what a rich person she was, how she treated Merrick, and how she treated Princeton. Sorry, but she made the world better. She made Princeton's world so much. It gave him meaning and purpose in his life. I sure they shared a love that could not be beaten anywhere else. I'm very sorry.
I go back to sobbing again.
No. Our sweet Merrick.
No, my Merrick. You have not met Merrick.
What? She was like almost like a daughter-in-law to me.
No. No.
While this is going on, I am trying on some of Sir Godfrey's clothes.
Why?
Also,
All right,
figuring out all the
Godfrey-
stuff I left
Godfrey
behind
is
in
there also. Oh yeah, you are naked. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Also, I don't have like half my stuff now. I need to cross out a bunch of stuff I've accumulated.
Sam, are you also crying?
No.
He's crying about his
Lance
lost
is at Arthur and
things.
he's like,
He just walks in front of, walks over the body and goes, "Where's my clothes?
Yeah, did we get the chameleon back?
No.
What happened to all the cats?
They died.
Oh no!"
That's what Dieudonné really misses is the cats.
I don't have a med kit anymore. Or my pistol. Or all my cash. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know what any of us are gonna do. We got no Merrick, got no cats, and I don't know if Princeton's gonna be Princeton. Strong soul he is.
You'll be okay. I will make sure that he recovers to at least 90% of who he was. I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could forever cure him of what he's gone through, as it's quite traumatizing. But I will
He's
do
a
my
strong
best.
soul. He is a strong soul. I suppose we should have a burial for Merrick over here. Or
I'm taking her to my home. She will be buried at my
Are you
home.
sure
A
she'll...
little bit creepy.
Yeah, won't you decompose
fair.
by then?
I need to have a proper funeral.
Make
Yeah,
that
we can have one right
happen.
here.
I'm too grief.
I'm
I
the
am
pro-
too
I'm a
grief stricken to even like comprehend that she's dead. Okay, I'm like
Hello?
begging that she's not dead. I can't even fathom her being gone, and I'm just like,
You see this? It's called the Bible, and I'm...
we didn't even share the faith, Father. Merrick
Uh-huh.
didn't share the faith.
What was she?
She believed in
Princeton?
No, not at all. Actually, 0% Princeton. She never actually really talked about him when I saw her when she saved my daughter. You know, I just met him today. So but anyway, I mean, maybe if I get her to a doctor. And there wasn't any blood.
My medical advice is that she's dead.
Oh.
Medical advice.
Maybe if I... Do you know CPR?
Well, I don't know if I'll start CPR on her. But
I just missed myself to go attend to some of the people that were in that cave.
Do that. Moses, we're here.
I'm actually gonna try and help people.
Some of them are not here, but some of them
Well, like
did
Arthur
find a
and
way. Yeah.
Princeton, and Amelia,
And the 3 people I saved.
if they're there at least. I don't know if Reginald would have kept her here.
I'm gonna put them. I mean, we should at least bury a symbolic funeral, and for all the victims as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
I sigh and I like sniffle and I'm like, and I shake my head and I say, does anybody have a knife? And
why?
I just need to borrow it. It'll be.
Don't
Can I borrow it for like a few seconds?
Sure, do you want a cleaver, daggers, or a blackjack? Actually, no, don't use my weapon.
What would be more similar to the sharpness of scissors?
Well, in the med kit I had scissors, but that's...
Could I borrow the scissors?
No, that's left behind in the...
Well, I'm sure I can use a knife. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
do it.
You are about to defile a corpse.
I go over to her and I cut off a little lock of her hair. Because that is what I will bury at home. That be her significance to take home. And I shake my head and I say, if we must, we will bury her here.
I'll start the procedure.
Procedure? Bro, you're a
The
priest.
proceedings.
Proceedings.
You just need to dig a hole, you know?
I am very old, so
6 feet deep.
that's a lot.
Doesn't have to be that deep here.
Yeah,
do you,
I guess
if you
not.
could just send her down the river like a raft, do that. That's how
I'm not
fast it
building a
is.
raft.
And I'm not sending my sister down a river. She deserves better. Anyway, can I work on digging the hole for her? Just enough so I can put her body in there.
Yep.
I'll help you.
Okay. I'll prepare a cross to mark the
No.
grave.
He prepares it in secret while you're digging.
Okay.
And yeah, you all get to work. Moses helping those who are injured and malnourished. The two of you digging, and off to the side, Dieudonné building a cross to mark the grave.
That won't go by the grave at all.
Okay, I will say to make Dieudonné's argument for him, if nothing else, it's a grave marker where you can write something about Merrick and leave it.
Okay. I'll allow it.
And you all get to work, and that is where we shall leave our investigators.
That note.
On a sad note. Could have been sadder. There were several
Could've been
chances for some of you to die.
God
I'm
was on our
surprised
side.
that Sam and I didn't die. We were right there, and
Well,
he snapped like in our direction.
I attacked Sam every time, trying to whittle down his luck because he killed something. I'm not going to spoil it because I do want at the end you guys to ask any questions you want, but he did kill something that was important to.
I think I know exact. You know, I had suspicions before Lorraine was killed, and I think something wrong is going on here. Anyway,
I have no idea what's going on.
because I realized I was like talking out of my head, and I was like, I need it.
Sam is
Anyway.
the dumbest genius in the world.
Yeah,
So-
honestly.
I wonder if I keep accidentally finding these like random stashes of things.
And they like turn out to be important.
So that is where we'll leave our investigators. You all will be moving on to the next location next week. You have 2 locations left, so decide in our Discord at some point. For the viewers, thank you for watching or listening. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please follow, rate us, like, subscribe, whatever it is on whatever platform you're listening on. If you enjoyed, we'd like to invite you to come join us on twitch.tv/notjustanyrpg, where we're having a jolly old time playing this game live. The players try to interact with the chat a little bit throughout the game, and yeah, it's generally a good time. 8 p.m. Eastern, by the way, if I didn't say that. Yeah, we will see you next week. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Yeah, follow us at Not Just Any Pod. You'll find information on this podcast, as well as one on literature if you're interested in that. Anyway, now, see you next week.
Bye.